and Jump started out in Wheaton to get a look at the heaviest pumpkin grown anywhere in the entire state of Illinois this year.
Yep, we're going to meet the man who grew it too. Jackie Kostek out there right now as he gets ready to carve it up for us. I mean, that's kind of a crazy sized pumpkin, Jackie.
Dana, Audrina, good morning to you. Yeah, I feel like it was only about a week or so ago that we were talking and laughing on the morning show, talking about these big pumpkins. And I remember we thought the biggest one was about 2,000 pounds. And guess what? This one is a little more than 2,000 pounds. I'm here with Joe Adkins, the man who grew this big pumpkin. Joe, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes. How proud of you are you of this pumpkin?
We're really proud. This is actually our personal best, 2,026 pounds.
Oh my gosh. What did it take to get to this point where you have this big pumpkin? I mean, what's the process of growing a pumpkin this size?
Well, there's a lot of hard work involved,
Yes.
hours and hours throughout the day, but you got to have the right seed and soil and all kinds of good love and attention.
How long? When do you start growing a pumpkin this size?
We start them in April, but
Okay.
they usually grow within about 100, 110 days, even shorter periods than that.
Yeah, and you say there's actually like a really rapid growth phase somewhere in that time frame where you basically can step outside every day and see how much it's grown, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can grow up to 50, 60 pounds a day in that stage.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we got to take a look at some of these other pumpkins too, because you have a pretty special style of carving the pumpkins. You started way back in the day with just carving it in sort of the typical fashion of hollowing out the pumpkin and then carving from the outside. But how did you evolve into this style?
I guess the surface carving style was to prolong the carving and make it so that it would last a little bit longer than 2 or 3 days after putting all that effort in there.
Yeah.
So that's probably one of the primary things. And then of course the larger canvas came about with the carving. So
I love that you call it a canvas too, because of the, yeah, it is a canvas,
Yes,
the
it
canvas
is.
of the pumpkin. Do you have a plan going into how you carve these pumpkins, or do you sort of just let the pumpkin tell you how to carve it?
often I go with the shape of the pumpkin.
Okay.
It makes it a little bit more fun and easier to carve too that way.
Gotcha. So these are not faces necessarily of people you know.
No, not usually, but often a person will come along and say, hey, that looks just like my uncle or whatever. So you never know what happens.
Have you ever used a pumpkin as like a muse for somebody, like painted your wife, or not painted, but carved your wife's face or something into one?
I have done that before. It just takes a lot longer than I would like to do. But yeah, I can do that. It's just much more enjoyable going with the shape of it and seeing what comes out of it.
Makes sense. It was just about a month ago that you took this bad boy all the way to Manuka for that contest. Can you tell us a little bit about what that competition is like?
Yeah, that competition is extremely fun, really exciting.
Yeah.
Dozens of growers will show up, and we just put them on the scale and see what the weight is going to be, and it's always a lot of anticipation to see who the winner is going to be.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the moment that you know that this pumpkin, your pumpkin, is the biggest, like, how do you feel?
Oh, it's pretty invigorating. Yeah, I was really charged up because it was a personal best.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting to have the weight over 2,000 pounds this year because it kind of fizzled out in the end.
Yeah.
But it was so exciting to get that personal best. 2,026 pounds. It's only the second time I've had a 2,000 pounder.
Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations to
Thank
you,
you.
Joe. It's such an amazing hobby, and it's so interesting to be out here with you this morning. Also, I mean, the entire Halloween display is so on point. So you guys, coming up over the next couple of hours, we're actually going to watch Joe as he carves into this massive pumpkin. And you want to know the exact weight? It's 2,026 pounds. Yes, that is one big pumpkin. Joe, thank you. Ladies, back to you.
All right, Jackie, it's like the Great Pumpkin from Charlie Brown, except they never even got to see it. That's
is.
it.
I know.
Right there.
It's reappeared
Yes,
in
yes.
Wheaton.
Thanks, Jackie.
Speaking of Halloween, it's time for Jumpstart, and this morning we're carving pumpkins with a man who knows a thing or two about pumpkins, and very big pumpkins, I might add. Jackie Kostek with a live at the home of Joe Adkins, a champion pumpkin grower, which what a feat, you know, Jackie, that's interesting.
Audrina, it is absolutely fascinating, and actually he grows all of the pumpkins that he weighs in right here in his home. So we're in Wheaton right now. They call it the Pumpkin House, and they say that it was established in 2004. That's when he started carving these big pumpkins. I'm here with Joe Adkins this morning, who is the pumpkin extraordinaire. Joe, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How big is this pumpkin?
2,026 pounds, biggest in the state.
The biggest in the state. Okay, bring me back to the contest us just about a month ago and what that experience was like.
Yeah, we took it down to Manuka at Heap's Giant Pumpkin Farm, and that was September 27th.
Yeah.
And we competed with over a dozen other growers, and we ended up taking first place. So it was a personal best. It was just a magical feeling. It was really fantastic.
Yeah, we're going to get into the progress that you've made just in the last hour, but how the heck do you transport a pumpkin this size?
It's not very easy, but you have to have friends and
Yeah.
good friends with tractors.
Right.
So my buddy Scott, he owns Wheaton Mulch up the street, and he brings his tractor down. We've got a pumpkin lasso. And
Yes.
actually, the two of us, we do pretty good just getting them on the trucks together.
Joe, I'm envisioning maybe that we come out next year for that moment, because I feel like seeing the giant pumpkin be hoisted up and over is a moment that we wouldn't want to miss either. But let's get into the progress that you've made, because this is truly incredible that just in an hour you've done this. What tools are you using, and how do you work so fast?
So far, all I'm using is just this triangle tool right
Yeah,
here. I
okay.
have one for both hands. I guess that helps go a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
But I guess I go so fast just because I've done it so many times and
Yes.
practiced so much. So that was one thing that I really wanted to do, was be able to carve these pumpkins in a doable amount of time. A lot of people do it with chainsaws and different things like that, and they can take over a day to do an entire carving. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's also amazing that the face is already starting to kind of come into shape. And you say that you sort of base the face off of the pumpkin itself. You're not just picking somebody in particular and trying to make that, you know, round peg fit into a square hole, so to speak.
That's correct,
the
yeah.
opposite.
But really just go with the shape of the pumpkin, and if you saw earlier before it was carved, it kind of protruded and jetted out here, so I just went with the nose on it, and it makes it a lot easier, a lot more fun to carve it and see what happens whenever I don't even know what it's going to be.
Right, yeah, I love it. Joe, tell me really quick what the most requested face is, though, when people do try to request faces.
Hands down, for whatever reason, Mike Ditka. I don't know why, but it's
Mike
really
Ditka,
tricky to
coach.
do a Mike Ditka, because
Right.
this would have to be shaped like Mike Ditka's skull to do that in the first place.
Right, yeah, exactly. Joe, thank you so much for your time this morning, and thank you for hosting us out at your home. They call it the Great Pumpkin House, or just the Pumpkin House. And coming up next hour, we're going to be telling you a little bit more about the Halloween experience, because of course Halloween is just in a couple of days, so it is going to be a great time out here. And I will give you one teaser that they give out full-size candy out here. So yeah, you got to come check it out. I'll bring it back to you.
We're just talking about how much candy
Yeah, I know.
prices are.
So this is the house you want to come to.
That's it. All right, Jackie, thank you.
You have a ginormously large pumpkin next to you.
Dana, good morning to you. Well, actually, we wanted to show you one of the smaller pumpkins first before we do the grand reveal of the finished pumpkin. But I'm here with Joe Adkins this morning of the Pumpkin House in Wheaton. Joe, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, so tell me about this little pumpkin and how you sort of form and grow it to a mold, right?
Yes, absolutely. So this was grown in a mold, which I have right here.
Wow.
And we just lay this right down on the ground, and as the pumpkin is growing, we just place the pumpkin inside there. Whenever it's actually just about this size.
Oh my
And you just put it in there, and as it grows, it'll end up getting a face on it. This is Frankenstein's monster. They've got many different varieties. You can do ghouls and goblins and witches and everything, but this is really super difficult for me to do. It's almost harder to grow than the giants for me.
That's amazing. And because you say that they don't really want to fit the mold, right?
That's right.
They don't always want to do it, so you get lucky if they do and they turn out like that, which is pretty cool. All right, let's go to the bigger pumpkins and the grand reveal. So just a couple of hours ago, we showed up here and there was no carving done, Joe. It was just the biggest pumpkin in the state of Illinois at 2,026 pounds, but now it has a face. So
That's
how
right.
the heck did you transform it in that short period of time?
A lot of practice, I
lot of
guess,
practice,
it
yes.
boils down to. But I was also able to do my favorite carving style, which is kind of the old man winter look with the hair and everything. So
So cute.
it's my original design that I really like to go with, and I wanted to
Yeah.
save that for my biggest and best pumpkin.
Yes, I mean, he looks so cute, and I have to say all of these carvings have such personality, which is kind of surprising to me. But you look at them and you feel like you know the guy in a way. Do you feel like you know the pumpkins too? Like you want to sort of shape the face around the pumpkin itself?
I do, but also in a way I don't really know what it's going to end up looking like on the
Yeah.
final product.
Yeah.
So one of the best parts for me is to see the finished product along with everybody else, and then just kind of enjoy what it looks like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you consider yourself an artist before starting to carve pumpkins like you do now?
Just the pumpkin guy.
Just the pumpkin guy. Okay, got Gotcha. And, you know, I think what has been really fun all morning is we've actually seen some neighbors, some kids riding by on their bikes to head to school, and some other folks that actually have come out of their cars to take pictures with the pumpkins. What is that like for you to be able to provide this art form to the community and have people really show up and want to take a look?
Everybody seems to really enjoy it. Giant pumpkins really bring them out. The other thing is people want to grow these too. So we're constantly getting people to come by. They want the seeds to be able to obtain and grow, which we have lifetimes of seeds available. So anybody that wants to grow something like this, we definitely have them available. And every trick-or-treater that comes around is going to get a seed.
Amazing. Joe, thank you so much for your time this morning. They also give out full-size candy bars here on Halloween at the Pumpkin House in Wheaton. So you got to come check them out if you want the full Halloween experience. And if you want to grow pumpkins yourself, like Joe mentioned, he actually grows them right in his side yard. So you can do it yourself if you are inspired by this giant pumpkin. And again, this pumpkin, biggest, baddest, heaviest in the state of Illinois at 2,026 pounds.
That's huge.
Congratulations to you, Joe.
Thank you.
Dana, back to you.
Jackie,
huge,
if I tried
huge.
to...
You don't want to lift. You don't want to try to lift that one.
Welcome back, everyone, for today's Jump Start. I got to tell you, we've got a treat for you, especially if you love Charlie Brown's. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Jackie's checking out this 2,026 pound pumpkin thing. It's crazy. Let's go to Jackie in Wheaton with more
It's a
as we
gourd.
carve it.
Well, if you want the full Halloween experience, you have to come out to Wheaton to the Pumpkin House, established in 2004, as the t-shirt says. This is absolutely incredible. You've got the whole pumpkin display outside, but then you've also have an inside experience as well. I'm here with Joe Adkins, the man behind all of the decorations and all of the big pumpkins. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about what you give away to the trick-or-treaters when they come to your house, because, I mean, they have the amazing display to check out, but they also get what all of the kids really want, which is big candy, right?
Full-size candy bars.
Full-size candy bars.
Luckily, we've been winning the way off, and we get prize money with that, and I just put forward all that prize money into the candy.
I love it.
So the kids who get the full-size candies, they really love it. And
yes.
Above and beyond that, we also have other type of goodie bags. We've got awards, trophies for the best dressed costumes, and some of the most enthusiastic trick-or-treaters will get some of those, and we even actually give out other type of prizes such as shirts and swag and merch and stuff that we have here.
I love it. And then you also give away pumpkin seeds too, to sort of spread the love, right?
Every one of the trick-or-treaters will get one of these special pumpkin seeds, and actually if you come in a Harry Potter costume, you can get one out of our special box here.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Joe, why do you do all of this?
I just love Halloween. I love to see the reaction whenever the kids come and they get the candy and they see all this stuff. So it's just a really cool, fun thing that I can do and kind of give back to people.
Yeah, Joe, your kids are in college now, but what do they think about this whole Halloween experience?
You know, they were raised in this, so this is just business as usual for them. Yeah, no big deal at all.
I love it. Okay, we have to do a little bit of a dance now to show off. This is typically your living room, but now you call it the dead room. What do you love most about what you've created in here? How would you describe it?
I would just say the utmost detail that we've got going on here. It's just many layers upon layers of stuff that I've got. Every year it just becomes more and more with all the different animatronics and the ghosts and ghouls and goblins. So,
oh my gosh.
I don't know if there's any one in particular thing that I really love. I just love how it all comes together and looks this way when it's all finished.
And when do you start putting all these decorations up?
Early September. It takes a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Best reactions from kids? What do they do?
Oh, whenever they're trick-or-treating over here, they all want to come in the house. So I thought it would be super cool for everybody to come into the pumpkin house and see what it actually looks like inside and the areas that you normally aren't able to explore.
Absolutely. Joe, I feel like this has to be an annual tradition for us as well, to come out, see how big your pumpkins are this year or any given year, and then come check out the dead room as well. There's stuff everywhere. These things move, they talk, they do all those things. Joe, thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it, and happy Halloween.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Halloween.
making this so special for kids too. I mean, what an amazing experience.
Absolutely.
Ladies, this has been so much fun all morning long. If you want a true Halloween experience, you gotta come to the Pumpkin House in Wheaton. Back to you.
This is a unique one.
Yeah.
That
oh,
is
absolutely.
for sure.
I love how he's like, here's my living room. And we're like, what is happening?
Right around the corner if you want to go get a sandwich in the mix of all that.
It's like, what? It's so crazy.
He loves the holiday.